Hey, Cafe and Knowledge. How everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for all y'all support and everything that y'all have been giving us so far. Appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do click subscribe right there on your little right hand corner, whatever. And please hit like also. But y'all also see this title. And this title is Madea. Tyler Perry is bringing Madea out of retirement, okay? So he's going to bring the character Madea out of retirement on a Netflix film in 2022, okay? So that'll be next year when he bring out this new release film with Madea is coming out of retirement, and it will be on Netflix, and like I said, released in 2022, okay? Now, let's get down to it. When I saw that, I said, you know, there's a lot of people out here on these streets been talking that we just need for Tyler Perry to move very, very cautiously when he makes this movie or bring this movie out, okay? Because right now, we don't need any black women or any black men being portrayed in a negative light, because we have been portrayed in a negative light for far too long. Far too long. So right now, we don't need it. We don't need no negativity coming out. Now, we want to laugh. Don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody's saying we want to laugh and we want to laugh our ass off. But we do not want any negativity inside of these movies that they bringing out. Because if you notice, most of the movies that's coming out now, y'all, they're really basically action movies. Ain't nobody touching base on a negative light where a woman is getting her butt ass beat by a man, or the man is an abuser, or the black woman getting drugged out the house and all that stuff. They kind of, you know, not on the big screen. They usually having it now where it's a whole lot of action movies. And the one that did come out that Eddie Murphy made, Coming to America 2, it wasn't in no negative light. They're trying to stay away from that a little bit. You know, they had one in Coming to America 2. They had one little niche of negativity to me now on my part. It was when Leslie Jones had drugged Eddie Murphy to get pregnant, you know, on that movie. But they did it real quick. They jumped to that scene and then they jumped right back out of it. So we ain't side-eyed too much, because he came right back out of it. And the rest of the movie was basically positive, okay, with queens and kings and all that stuff. And that's what we need more of right now, because this America got an uptick, United States got an uptick in crime, an uptick in violence, and all that, and we don't need it right now. We don't need no movie coming out like that. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, black women have been out here in our communities all across the United States working extra hard to get everybody and every culture and black men to respect them more, to understand them more, and understand that the majority of us, are not angry black women. And the way that many black men are being portrayed in these movies too, as their violence, or either drug dealers, or something is going on with them, or something. It's always a negative light. So we've been out here in these streets all across the United States. Black women been all on their platforms, all on the internet. They've been everywhere trying to put respect on the beautiful black women, to make sure that black men also start respecting them more, and not taint their name, and not taint who they are, and not taint their culture. So we don't need a black man to come out with no movie and all it is chaos for the black woman. The black woman just complete destruction in the whole movie. Now, we want to laugh for Madea. I'm talking about the characters that be in the movie with Madea, the characters of a black woman. Please don't bring them in as an angry black woman, or degrading black woman, or a black woman getting her ass beat and all that. When Tyler Perry, when he put on that wig, and he put on that dress, and he put on them stockings, and put on them shoes, I sure hope he be very cautious on how he have his other characters portray themselves and how he writes the script for those characters to play themselves. Because I sure hope it ain't in no negative light. I don't care if it's in a movie or in a play or whatever. Please don't portray the black woman as a negative black woman, a ghetto black woman, a degrading black woman, a crackhead black woman, an angry black woman, a bitter black woman, a bitter baby mama black woman, an unintelligent black woman, uneducated, and that can't keep a man, and just ghetto as hell, and a hood rat. When you step into that wig or that Madea outfit, I hope when Tyler Perry step in that Madea outfit, that he be very careful and don't come out with nothing like that, and please don't put the gay men against the straight men and have them going at it or have all that stuff. Please don't have no black woman being drugged out her house all over the place, out the front step with her husband. Because if you do, if he have that, I want you to have a white woman do her best friend, that black woman best friend is white, and her husband dragging her ass out of the house by her head and down the steps and all that shit too. We're going to have to keep this thing even. If you have a black woman acting ratchet all through the movie, we're going to need for her to have a best friend and that's white, and she acting ratchet in the movie too. If you got the black folks fighting and carrying on at a picnic and a party and don't know how to act, then we're going to need you to show the white family that they acting ratchet and fighting and don't know how to act. We're going to have to keep this even. If that black woman is getting her ass kicked in that house by a black man, we're going to need to see that white woman getting her ass kicked by that white man as well in that same damn movie. We ain't talking about no separate movie. We talking about if you have the black woman is a crackhead, then she need to have her best white friend on the side of her, and she a crackhead too. We gonna have to keep this thing even, because we don't work too hard, and we are still working hard to gain our respect, our dignity, and our worth as black women. We are all over these internets. We hitting our feet on the pavement out there, and we are making sure that people respect us the way we should be respected, because the majority of us are not like that, and we are not angry black women. So like I said, if Tyler Perry have a teenager, a black female teenager or a black male teenager fighting his mama and carrying on, we gonna need to see that white teenager fighting his mama and carrying on in the goddamn house. We gonna need that. If that black woman is on that sugar booger, like I said, her white friend need to be on that sugar booger. Everybody, we got to keep this whole thing even. We are not finna do it, because we are looking at you. And everybody is going to be watching this for 2022. And I sure hope this ain't how it is. And I sure hope, Tyler Perry, if you got that script written out for angry black women and all that, you tear that shit up and put it in your archives or whatever and lock that shit in the closet, and you start writing over, honey. And you can be funny. Madea can be funny. Her characters can be funny and all that without degrading black women or making black women look like they ain't worth nothing. Please don't have no black woman who have a six-figure job, sharp and jumping out of nice cars and stuff, and she's doing a decent living, but she a hoe. She's sprinkling ass all over the corporate office and shit. Please don't portray us like that. If she's sprinkling ass, she's a corporate executive or whatever, and she's a hoe and sprinkling ass all over the place, we gonna need her to have a best friend who in that same corporate office and a hoe and sprinkling ass everywhere. We gonna have to keep this thing here even. Tyler, baby. We love Madea. Everybody wants to laugh. Don't get me wrong. But I'm telling you, it was good tea out here on these streets. And everybody is talking about that. They are ready for you to bring it back, baby. They ready for you to bring it back. But please don't portray us black women and black men in a negative light. Please don't, because we don't need it right now. It's too much going on after COVID-19 and the world. We wants to laugh, but not at that shit right there. Not by no woman being dragged all out the house, down the stairs, running after buses and shit because somebody done left her. And then the kids are sitting on the porch, hungry, ain't had nothing to eat in 4-5 days. And then she's cracked all out. And now, I mean, oh, hell to the now. Please don't bring all that back. We trying to do something positive around here. And if it ain't positive that you got wrote down for this script, because I know they say it coming out in 2022, so they got to be working on it or shooting it or, you know, filming it right now along here so it'll come out in 2022. But I sure hope he got that in a better line of position and not having us as no stereotype people. We don't want to laugh that bad. Leave that alone. Because right now, it's just action movies going on and things like that. It is not all this negativity about black women. We trying to cease, stop, shop, all that right there. Please don't. We want our culture to be portrayed in a positive perspective, okay? And respected. But we sure don't need that right now. I'm finna tell you right now. And we want people to raise awareness for all cultures, and we don't want other people in other cultures stereotyping us and stereotyping us as a messed up and negative behavior and a racial behavior. No, we trying to encourage everyone to be more diverse. I'm trying to tell you what's good tea out here now. We don't need none of that coming out right now. Don't betray us like that. You keep it funny, but keep it cute too. And like I said, we don't need nobody, we don't need you to have the black woman portrayed as an angry black woman, a bitter baby mama, a ratchet baby mama, all that for the storyline. We'll pass on that. We'll pass on that shit right there. Please don't bring that little film out here stinking up the joint. Please don't. We don't need to see no backyard barbers with ghetto waves. And like I said, we don't need to see no low-budget characters. Black women are in a state of emergency right now. And we are not trying to keep tainting our name and our beautiful black women. Let's stay away from that for a little while. Let's stay away for a long while. Let's stay away. Well, let's stay away from that period. We are black men. We don't want the black men tainting the black women. So as a black man and making this film, I sure hope he don't come out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you know people do reviews on movies. Every time the movies come out, people do reviews on the movie. And then they tell what they thought about the movie or what they liked about the movie and all that. And I sure hope that we don't have to do a review and have to explain why the black women were portrayed in such a negative and a degrading light. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when it come out in 2022, we all going to be just like this. And we going to be watching. And we going to be trying to see how it is. And we going to be side-eyeing that movie and we going to be listening. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we don't want to be portrayed as that point blank, period. Point blank. So if you got it already written out and you ain't even did it yet, you might as well tear that shit up and lock it up, put it in the closet, and don't even come out with that. Redo that over. Come out with something that's gonna make our entire black culture proud of you. But please don't come out with no angry black women. Some black, like I said, if you do it, you need to keep it even. Because if that black woman is getting her ass kicked, we need the white woman to get her ass kicked. If that black woman is struggling like hell, we need to see her best friend who is white struggling like hell too. And if she is outside and it's raining with some wet ass pajamas on, beating on the door, trying to get in because her husband done put her out, and she beating on the door, wet ass pajamas, we need to see her best friend in another part of town beating on her husband door in the rain with some wet ass pajamas on, trying to get in the goddamn house too. We gonna have to keep it even. It's gonna have to be even around here. If we see the black woman ain't worth a shit and ratchet and ghetto and turning out the whole movie as a kiki ha joke, we need to see that white woman doing the same thing, acting ratchet, acting ghetto as a kiki ha joke. We need to keep all this stuff even. And if the black man is abusive, we need to see he got a white best friend who is abusive as well to his white wife. We need to see it all even. Otherwise, keep that shit and put it up here. We don't need it. That's all I got to say about that. And I sure hope we will be watching. And we gonna be watching hard. So I sure hope you make our black culture proud of the movie you finna come out with in 2022. Because if it's anything like what I just said or anything in the past, we done passed all that. We passed. We passed on all that. We want something better, portray us better, in a better light, in a conservative light, all that with good respect to show that all black people are not ratchet and ghetto, and all black women are good, majority of them are some good black women who have good personalities and who are doing good things. Like I said, we wants to laugh with Madea and we wants to laugh whatever Madea do. But please be very careful on them characters you have playing alongside of Madea, that we ain't looking in a real negative and messed up ass light. That's all I got to say about that. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.